As the adventurers move forwards into the next stage of their event, after inquiring a few things, after getting into the city of the undead, rushing towards the Iron Wall, heading towards the Crimson Mare, who had not been more or less maybe 2 hours ago you made contact with. You arrive there while a city was bombarded with the undead. Getting here, there's almost uncountable amount of dead bodies not depicted, as well as those that are depicted here, just lying about. There you encountered someone, well, not familiar to many of you, but familiar towards some of you, as well as various devilish-looking fiends. When arriving here, they spoke with Opal as if family or familiar, which it turns out it is in fact her sister. After a bit of squabbling and almost dying, half the group was cast out while the other half still remains. Some of them very hurt and others not so much. The enemy gave a spiel much like an enemy is to do. However, when that happened, Whisper immediately attacked as an assassin would. Tired, maybe just frustrated, and all about just done with things, she seems to be ready to let loose rather than just be someone that is cartoonishly evil. And that is where we last left off. And that is where we begin. As a spiraling vortex enters inside the area where Ada, this woman, and this weird, strange beholder creature are inside, she just looks heavily upset as Whisper just hit her with a bunch of damage. All right. Go time then. The beholder looks towards many of you, but arranges their sight towards just one of you. And Ada, I want you to go ahead and roll for me a dexterity saving throw.
Is that an ability?
It is a eye ray effect.
It's not. Is it? It's not magical.
The eye rays aren't technically classified as under magical. Ada, what you were saying?
Okay. Yeah, I was going to ask the same question. So dexterity saving throw, right?
Correct.
1 second. I pull up my character sheet. It did really small for some reason, so it's taking forever to load. There we go. Did it pop up? There we go. 13.
Not enough, unfortunately.
Dang it.
An eye ray just hits straight towards your very form and being. It's not yellow or red or some other color indicating elemental damage. This is known as a disintegration ray. You do take 10d8 force damage. And if the damage does reduce you to 0, you become a pile of gray dust. I don't believe it's going to do that, but you never know.
So, how many d8s?
8. Sorry.
That plus 40.
10d8.
Oh my god. Okay. Wait, do I have to roll that or do you have to roll that?
I have to roll that.
Okay.
It normally has like a plus 40 to it, but I don't see it in here, so I'm assuming I found the wrong one.
It's not like the spell. It's different to the spell.
Yeah, that's what I'm assuming.
Oh.
But it is. Sorry, you just asked for the damage.
My bad.
Nah, it's okay. It is 10d8.
10d8. Oh,
Which is
wow.
a lot.
That's a lot.
All right.
You know what? It would be funny if just, oh wow, that is okay. That's a lot.
So the eye ray just hits your form, and just about anything non-magical other than armor sets and all of that gets like burnt away. The parchment papers, your bags here and there. You still have your stuff. I'm not gonna be that mean, but it basically states non-magical stuff is just gone.
Not including the clothing that I'm wearing.
No,
Okay.
that has been enchanted by dust long, long ago.
Okay.
But yeah,
Alright.
it still hurts though. And it can move, which it's going to do, as it doesn't want to be still in damage. Has half speed, thanks to
Yep.
thing, and all it can do is get just barely out of it.
Oh.
But that's his entire turn, so it can't attack anyone anymore. However, it's now the very angry woman's turn.
Did you take your damage, Ada?
Yeah, I was on the wrong character sheet. Hang on.
I was
Yeah. I realized after, hey, the damage should go down. There.
It might not be tethered to the appropriate
Oh, yeah, there we go.
one.
Yeah.
Are you using full cleric?
I'm not.
Oh.
Hang on. Am I supposed to use full cleric? Is that where the help
No,
is?
she just shit.
I'm just asking you which one you're using.
Token just flipped.
Are you using
No,
full
she-
cleric, Ada Wire, or Ada Wire, period?
The Ada Y period one, because that has the actual spells on it.
Okay, it should now be appropriate for that one.
Okay. Do I have to restart my site? I'm assuming I have to. I'm gonna do that real quick. I'll let you continue.
Okay. The woman mad immediately goes towards, well, you don't know, but I should illustrate. Nikolai, when does the spell do the damage? Is it at the beginning of turn or after? Or end of?
The storm sphere.
Yeah. Just making-
Each creature in the sphere, when it appears or ends its turn, must succeed a strength saving throw.
Okay. Just making sure if it should have taken damage or not.
Yeah, it's just ending your turn in that circle. Yeah.
So here's something I forgot to mention, because I forgot they had this ability because I based them off of a monster.
Oh. What?
It's not important. It's just
Yeah, it's
not important.
Okay, cool.
just checking the level of spell. Just looking towards you, Nikolai, and towards Dust and Ada, seeing that Ada's very hurt, but more or less very mad at a Whisper. He's just gonna seek revenge. And you just see her like realize something and walks through without being encumbered by your storm.
Okay.
So I forgot she had one specific thing she's built off of. Moving forward, she just gets immediately at Whisper's face. Nikolai, I believe you're now visible again.
Oh yeah, I've been visible since I cast.
Yeah, just making sure.
The storm. Yep. I'm watching her like very close. I'm trying to like pay attention. I don't care, but the beholder is not my priority. I mean, Ada is, but I'm making sure I know what she's doing.
Yeah. She gets up in Whisper's face and she just looks towards her. Didn't really mind that, but unfortunately you're not on my side, so can't exactly forgive the damage. Yeah, well, you're just sassy. And she, like, Whisper gets ready to, like, try to stab her again. She grabs onto Whisper's hand as she goes in for an attack towards the neck, and she begins to almost bend it back as if about to break bone, and casts a spell on her. You believe.
Counter spell.
Yeah. Shooting a counter spell towards it. Standard level, or are you upcasting?
That is third level, yes. It's just normal.
Go ahead and roll 1d20 plus spell modifier.
1d20. So, yep. So I'll just roll a 20 and it's plus 4. Or spellcasting modifier?
I believe so.
So, yeah, so plus 4. That's 11.
Not the best.
Nope.
You cast counter spell direct.
Is that? No, that was a reaction, so I can't. Never mind. We're good.
You cast a
I'm
counter
thinking
spell.
of a bend spell, sorry.
Go ahead and say what you have to say.
I was thinking of using the reaction bend luck, but the counter spell is my reaction, so I can't. Yeah.
Casting counterspell towards her, she just looks towards your direction, and the spell, for some reason, fizzles away. And she just casts something on Whisper, and immediately you see Whisper almost standard tiefling skin tone and pigment turn more into an ashy gray. That comprised of maybe marble or cement. And it is spreading rapidly.
Whisper! No!
Don't really know what's going on, but can't really move that much. It's kind of the idea.
Yeah.
She then takes her sword and swings in towards Whisper. For her second attack on her turn, plus modifier does hit.
Oh, man.
Shooting 10
I
plus...
thought a spell cast was your turn or 2 melee attacks for an extra attack.
Yeah.
So the first one, that was a melee attack, not a spell cast.
The first one was an effect she can do. I suppose that is, yeah, I'll just have this be her bonus action then. Then she can do that, but that's basically it for her turn then. You know what? Instead, I'll do this. She gets a weapon out, like, draw towards Whisper, but doesn't strike. Nikolai, what do you do?
Ada.
Hmm?
Can you move? Oh gosh. I'm telling her in my telepathically. Can you move to the other side of Whisper? Be like 10 feet close to her. But you don't have to be next to the lady. I'm gonna go help her.
I mean, I could get close enough.
Well, that was just one way. That was like a one way
Nikolai,
thought.
Just what you want to do, okay?
Okay. As my bonus action, I'm going to use the thunder to shoot a thunder strike at the beholder. So that is 5d6, I believe. Yeah. Well, I have to roll to hit. So it is a d20 plus 8. That is a 11 to hit.
Lightning, right?
The
It's lightning,
beholder.
right?
Yeah, but it's a 11 to hit, which I don't think hits.
Oh, I thought you meant damage. No,
Nope.
11 does not hit.
I was rolling an spell attack, so that doesn't hit. Yeah, it's starting out great here. Ooh, okay. Okay. Now I'm going to. Okay, I have a movement speed of 30.
All right. As you
I'm
move
thinking-
away, what's your passive perception again?
Not great, like 12.
Okay. I'll just roll lucky to see if you see it or not. You don't see it.
Okay. Let me look at some distance here. Thus is that far.
I will say this: I will be moving.
You're going to be moving towards her?
Towards
Yeah.
Whisper? Or... Okay.
I am going to be moving here.
Wait, can I move in the
Yeah,
I'm
you
sorry,
passed the save,
yeah.
so you're not really affected by it.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, I
There.
think this is a decent move. I'm going to move up here and then right to there And I'm gonna protect Whisper, and then press. I'm gonna press the side of the cube, and I'm gonna say spell effects can't pass through the barrier.
Okay. How big's the cube?
It is a 5-foot cube, like around. So 5-foot cube around, or 15-foot cube around me. So just all this, like basically, just the 9 spaces around me. Yeah.
Okay. Like that, or any different way?
Should. No, I'm pressing all of it. So 5. So nothing can pass through this cube. I'm saying I don't want her to pass in. I'm basically protecting Whisper so she doesn't.
No, I meant like, like a
Yeah,
different
that's
situation.
it. That's
Okay.
right. Sorry. Yeah, I'm pressing number 5.
Which is nothing can get through.
Yeah, nothing can get through, but it can move through walls and ceilings and things. So, and that's my turn.
Okay. Constructing walls of force surrounding Whisper and Nikolai. This bounces her blade away from Whisper's neck. Ah, cute. Well, no matter. The spine devil then looks towards her, and much like beforehand, does communicate in deep speech, which Ada can hear.
Out of game. Could I try? I'm only going to do this once. I'm saying this specifically to Colin Jordan. Could I know I have a disadvantage. Could I at least try to convince them at least once?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, that's all I
Okay. Is that
I
on
know
your turn?
Charlie won't go well. I know it's Dogla's turn. I'm just asking.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Hold on.
Okay.
But this creature does look towards the boss, and it does state, I don't think I can get through this. It doesn't really matter if you can get through this. Take everyone else out. The caster can be dealt with. Okay. And you do see that the spine devil is heading towards where Dust is. Can easily get there. And it's going to attack. Unfortunately, this guy can attack a couple times. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this one. Although his modifier isn't the best, it's also not the worst. You do see one of his claws goes straight towards you, but it's not even close to hitting you. The next one aims directly towards you as it goes in for a bite attack. That is +5, so -2. Not even close. And the last one is with its tail, which is +7 again. And nothing. This guy is not hitting for anything. Dust, it is your go.
Yes.
Hey. What I am going to do, I'm going to take the attack of opportunity. And I'm going to move here.
Alright, it's just gonna go for a bite attack, so that's a +5. Nope, not even close.
Okay.
Uh,
What about that storm? It's not.
Oh yeah, no, I'll just be kind of just outside the storm.
Going up to the body. Yeah.
And I am going to take out the spell scroll Destructive Wave. And I'm going to rip it and pound the earth. And I will put the description up in the chat.
Please do.
But within 30 feet, a ripple goes out. Everybody within that range. I mean,
It
not
doesn't affect
everybody.
us because
Yeah.
we're in the cube.
Each creature that I indicate has to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Nice.
Or take 5d6 thunder damage, as well as 5d6 radiant, and I'm gonna say radiant damage, and be knocked prone.
Yeah, and this is a 5th level spell, right?
Yeah, because it's coming from a spell scroll.
Yeah, just making sure. A rippling tide just surrounds the area. I assume you're like basing it to hit her and this spine devil creature.
And it's gonna hit the beholder too.
Oh,
Wait,
because
how?
it's a radiant.
big wave.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, it says within 30 feet of you.
Yeah.
Yep, checks out.
And if they fail, they take all that damage and they are knocked prone. If they succeed, they take half that damage and are not knocked prone. So I'm going to roll.
What's the save?
Con.
It's going to be my
Constitution.
spell. Yeah.
Okay,
My
beholder
spell
has a plus
save is
3. Immediately fails it. And this spine devil fellow has plus 1. Nope. And the woman auto succeeds.
So she takes half damage.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is for the thunder damage. 15 thunder damage to the beholder and the bone devil. And she'll take 7. And for radiant damage, she will take 5. And they take 11. But they are both vulnerable to radiant damage, correct?
Yes, they are.
Okay, what do you want me to roll for that?
You would just add an additional boost of damage, which would be rolling your radiant damage again.
Okay. So another 5d6 for an additional 12 points of radiant damage to both of them.
Yeah. And the spell, like radio effect and lightning damage, that's an effect of the spell, correct?
The radiant damage would be, the thunder damage would, because it's pretty much like a wave of light that comes out from me, and so I could see the radiant damage being that way, but the thunder damage is more of just bursting of the ears because it's so loud.
Okay, I'll accept that. Because unfortunately something's happening. Okay. 26.
Just pointing these 3, so.
Yeah. 26 and 38. A rippling tide of energy just surrounds the area, so much so that it encompasses the enemies. The Beholder and Spine Devil are looking worse for wear. They've both taken damage. The Beholder now bloodied, and the Spine Devil not looking so good. However, when it comes to the woman, it just cascades around her. However, the electrical... Was it electricity or was it sound damage? Forget.
It was thunder, so thunder is sound.
Yeah. But the sound begins to hit her, which was unexpected by her. As the radiant effect did not, for some reason, touch her. You can roll insight to determine what this means, but that is what's happening. It just booms everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay. You can tell the spine devil is not looking that great, and the beholder is bloodied, but not dead.
Nice.
Okay. That dealt 38 points of damage in total to both of them.
Yes. Plus modifier. Okay.
And that's an action. I'm just seeing if I have any bonus actions that I can do. I don't think so. Yeah, that will be my turn.
Okay. At the end of your turn, I want Nikolai to go ahead and roll a wild magic surge.
Ooh. Alrighty.
Now? Okay.
58.
Is it the sheep one again?
I have no idea what that is.
I really.
Please no. Please something.
Wild Magic Surge! 58! You regain the lowest expended spell slot.
Oh, okay, that's not bad.
Oh,
Not too bad. Could have been worse.
So what is my lowest expended spell slot?
Which chart are you using, by the way?
The Sorcerer Wild Magic's table on Wikidot.
Yeah, because I found a couple of them. That's not the one I'm
Do you
looking
want
at.
me to use
a
those?
lot of wild magic.
Oh, I was up one. Sorry. That was 59-60. For the next minute, any flammable object you touch isn't being worn or carried. Burst into flames.
What?
Sorry, I was on the wrong table. I was on the wrong number. I looked up one. So there you go. For the next minute, any flammable object you touch that isn't being worn or carried by another creature bursts into flames.
What the f?
I did not regain a spot. It would have been a first level if it did. So
Nice.
I was fine with that chart. I just wanted to make sure I know which one you're looking at.
yeah, I'm glad you maybe double check. I was wrong.
Okay. Some stuff catches into flame. Nothing dangerous to you immediately, but that is happening.
Any flammable object you touch. Ooh.
And gold.
Yeah.
Is that technically magical flames?
It's more like a magical effect. Cast fire, and then it becomes standard fire.
Okay.
So, like, for the brief instant, it, catches fire. Yeah, technically.
Cool.
Okay. Ada.
Okay, just asking this out of game. If I talk to the monsters, will that cost an action?
No, I'll give you that one for free.
All right, thank you. Okay. Is she still being affected by the ray that the beholder has her hit her with?
No, once you got hit,
No.
that was it. It just really hurt.
Okay. I mean, she's gonna talk D-speech to both of the creatures if she can. Okay, so we both agree that your boss is a mager. It probably is one of the most fearful bosses I've ever seen. Not in a good way. Like, they're very bad. If you have this, if you work for me, I will do better for both of you. All you have to do is just kill your boss.
I do like the gumption. So I'm going to lower the DC so it's lower than 30. But you're trying to convince two people, so disadvantage.
Fair enough.
But at the exact same time, the Spine Devil is very, very hurt. So standard flat roll with him, because they want to survive. DC to beat for him, 18, which isn't impossible, but it's high.
It's with the it's a normal roll, right? So
With the spine double guy up top, yeah, normal roll, DC to be 18. With the beholder, I'm not going to tell you, but it's below 30 and higher than 15.
Okay. And I'm not really known for the one who doesn't roll very well. Okay, so it's just a normal roll, or is this a charisma?
It is a persuasion.
Okay.
And you do have disadvantage with the beholder.
Okay.
So we're only going to roll it once.
That's 16. That didn't work.
Oh man,
No.
that was close.
That was close.
I still have my reaction, right?
Has it been a turn? I think so. I think now you do.
Also, another
Can
question.
I use bend luck on that? Well, I only would use it because you told me the DC.
That is true. Go ahead and pop it up and let me read it.
Okay.
This is just I'm rolling these dice on a bet to see if I can get 2 monsters to join our side. It's probably the worst idea I ever had, but it's an idea. So
yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna use 2 sorcery points, and then I'm gonna roll a d4.
I really want to.
Yeah.
Nice!
Hooray!
Yeah.
I honestly just wanted you to get a 1. Go. Too bad, but that's a +4.
There you go.
Yeah.
The spine double is more than up for surviving. So it does stay towards you in undercommon. Not undercommon. It speaks infernal and deep speech. So it says in deep speech, and not kill me?
I can tell my friends not to.
All right, works for me. The beholder then states, in deep speech, no. Just no.
And I
Yeah.
Even with that
DC to beat for him was 24.
24?
Yeah, that was impossible, basically.
Dang, yeah.
And for Ada,
Done 20.
Yeah.
unfortunately,
Not
you
for-
had to roll a
yeah.
natural 20.
Even
Ada,
if I had an
That was
actual-
just the first part of your turn. You got still a turn
Okay.
left, so
Yeah,
keep
that's
going.
just for free.
Okay. So the Beholder's Blood-Aid, the spiked demon creature, near death.
It was turning to stone.
The wizard's turning to stone. Can I? That would be an action. Make an Arcana check to see if it's a curse or not, right?
I'll give you it as a bonus action.
Okay. I'll do it as a bonus action then. That's an 8. What?
You're not too familiar with the kind of things she's doing. You know that Opal did get rid of her magic, so whatever she's using, it is from a different source than the standard magical weave or celestial beings or anything of that nature. It is something primal and dark, and something like that, it is very rarely seen. It is not something you have studied.
Oh, great. So I can't exactly help Whisper at the moment. Alright, So, just asking because I'm confused on if I attack with the Holy Avenger, which is a long sword, to be near a creature, I would have to be 5 feet away, right?
With that type of weapon, yes, unless it has the property known as reach.
I don't believe it does. Okay.
It does not.
I'm just trying to figure out if I should hit Ophelia or the Beholder. I'm sorry for taking so long with this. I'm gonna hit Ophelia. I'm gonna go up and hit them. So
All right.
5, 10, 15. So I can hit them from this area, or do I have to go up one?
Get to go up 1.
Gotta go up one. Okay, that's right. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Alright, so Holy Avenger attack. That is 16.
6,
to hit.
I'm afraid,
Wow.
does not hit.
Check. Okay. and then I'm going to take a step back. That's it. That'll be the end of my turn.
I'm also
Okay.
surprised one of you remembered her name, so I'm now showing it.
Yeah.
Aid.
What was that?
You're gonna need to roll a strength save.
Oh,
Hey.
wait,
Yeah.
I have to? Because
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying?
Well, if you want to
can
move
like
that
stop
way,
here or like go over here if you want. I think you have enough
Maybe-
movement technically.
Okay, I had,
maybe move closer. I don't know. It's up to you.
if I'll move to, can I move right here? Because I only had 5 feet of movement left.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you like stopped within the circle, is what the situation at
Right.
hand is.
Okay. Yeah, that was my bad. All right.
It's all good.
No, you just gotta. Yeah, there's a lot of things going on.
There's a lot of things going on. All right.
Okay, I believe that is your
Where's
turn.
Where's Whisper? Does Whisper go now?
Whisper goes at the end. Technically, she goes at
Okay.
initiative 7, but that's
Oh.
where all the other NPCs are at.
Okay. Now I have a question.
Yes.
So, does Ada's Holy Avenger ability reach through the Cube of Force?
What are you trying to get?
Does she have advantage on her save against the petrification?
According to what you put up, nothing can get through.
Okay, not even any magical effect. Yeah, okay, gotcha. So no magical effects, no spells, no nothing except for solid surfaces. Gotcha. Cool.
Yeah. Otherwise, they could cast probably like a fireball in there and like heat you up.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I didn't know if something originated from there or because it can't. Yeah, that makes sense. So it's because if you can cast it with having a gas area and then so no gases can, that's an option also. So.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go with strict by the letter kind of thing. I know some players like to make a wall of force and cast fire on there to cook their enemy.
I'm
my
just seeing
fighting
how
group
these
does
things
that
work.
so much.
That's fun.
I mean,
Ada,
they're
you got
fighting
this.
demon lords, so that does make sense.
All right. I don't know how to say this without Ophelia hearing to not attack the spike monster. Can I use the sending stones, or would Ophelia still hear it?
The sending stones are basically more or less walkie-talkies with infinite range within the same plane. Unless Dust modified them to, make them mentally connected. So that's Dust.
I would have not had that capability. I will
Dang
say
it.
that.
Okay.
Fair enough.
It is cool. It would have been nice, but I would say knowing just the spells that Dust knows, he does not have that capability.
Okay, so
Let's keep it going.
I
Makes sense.
will say before Ada went over here, she would just talk over Dust. Dust, don't kill the monster over there, okay? Tell Nikolai that. Can you do that for me?
I can hear. It's not like your sound
I'm
can't go
not
through.
yelling.
I will state, though, that Ophelia does know
Yeah.
deep speech, so I'm pretty sure she would know.
You're saying that in deep speech to Dust?
Dust would understand that. Yeah, it's a feeling note. She would just say, "Hey, don't attack the spike creature. Actually, help it."
Yeah, when you said that, she's like, not this immediate sentence, but when you were trying to convince them, she was more upset that it worked on one of them. But okay.
Okay.
With Whisper's turn, she can't really move anywhere, and she can't really attack this thing. But at the end of her turn, she does need to make a save.
Oh boy.
Plus modifier. I really should have made that a better modifier and given her proficiency in it. It did not succeed.
No!
So at the end of her turn, she completely turns to stone.
Crap.
Greg,
She was our heavy hitter.
Greg, wait. We still have.
No.
Someone has the remove curse spell, right? Dust has remove.
I don't think that it even works. I think
I don't know.
let's move past it. We got to move past it. We got a lot of turns to go through.
I will state that it was the Constitution save. Whisper did have a +3, and that was not enough.
An 8. Oh, man.
Let's keep going. We got a lot of turns. This has only been one turn. This has only been one round. So,
Initiative 21, the Beholder is now able to move again. Easily can get into the area. However, it will go straight towards Ophelia. It says something in deep speech, which you can understand, but it's just stating orders. And Ophelia does state, this is what I get for making him mindless. No, we can save. No, this would be funnier. That one. And she points towards Dust. Dust, I want you to go ahead and roll for me one wisdom saving throw.
Ooh, with advantage.
Yes, you do.
Nice.
And I'm proficient.
13 and 8.
I am going to use minor. I just got to see if I can use minor wish with this. Yeah, I'm going to use minor wish.
And
Seriously?
7.
These rolls.
Okay. Can Dust, I know some characters can't be, but can Dust be feared?
No, you cannot be frightened because of Kira's Feast.
Thank you. That's what I was looking for. I already knew. I just wanted to make sure to make you sweat a little bit. A fear ray immediately hits towards Dust, encapsulating him. He feels it for a second until the hero's feast that Ada prepared immediately washes it away. Surprised by this, Ophelia is dumbfounded. Seems you're not exactly... it doesn't really matter. Bite that one. She then points towards Ada. And this guy is just going to try to bite you.
Can it bite with a stalk attack?
This is just its last effect it can do. It can do one eye ray and one bite.
Oh, okay.
Plus 7. 15 does not hit. It tries to go in for a chomp, but it is not exactly the strongest being in the world. In fact, the dangerous thing is its eye rays. At initiative 20, the layer effect that was procced last turn fully takes root. Immediately, you do feel a sensation of the air whispering through as if death and life renew. The beings around you begin to stir, and those that have died walk the earth once more. Let's see how many of them return. Oh, that's bad. All of them return.
Oh.
Yay.
Coming into the fray are the knights that have died. Oh wait, there was 5 of them. Yeah, I'm not gonna roll one. This guy's still dead. He might return next turn, but that's them. Rolling turn orders for them. 18, that is pretty good. 16, 7, and a 1. Oh, oops. Accidentally grabbed onto him. Let's see here. Here, and it was this guy. Okay.
And I just sent you a message.
In Discord or in Roll20?
Discord.
Okay.
Not you, Dogma.
Oh.
Anna.
Sorry.
Oh, you're talking to me? Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'll check.
It is good to remind them of effects and things they have. Because I'm pretty sure you know what you sent.
Yeah, that's yeah. Good job, Dust. Good job.
But some of the knights do go before Ada can get a turn. Knight starts their turn in the thing, so they do need to make a save.
No, it's ends.
Oh. Well, the knight awakens, now under the command of Ophelia. and just moves towards this direction. Goes in for a strike. You know what? I feel like I'm still gonna hit Ada, but with a different knight. I'm gonna go after Dust. Natural 20.
Dodge.
Why can't I have that 9?
Oh.
Why can't I have that 9?
We want that.
The knight brings out their blade, directly aiming towards you. It deals 1d12 plus 7 necrotic damage. So a total of 13 as it slashes in. It goes in for another attack. It's 16 plus modifier of 7. That is 22. No, that is 23. I can do math. Does hit. Goes in for another damage pool, and that is 19 additional damage. The plus 7 is the necrotic damage, so if you can reduce slashing, you're more than welcome to.
No, I can't.
Okay. Knight at 16 is the one that goes after Ada, because I said I would. At the start of the turn, they must make a save. 15 plus... Nikolai, what was the save for your spell?
My save is 16.
What kind of save?
Strength.
Okay, cool. They still have their
Ooh.
strength, so it succeeds. Do they still take half damage?
No.
Okay, then they are in the whirlpool. This guy goes over towards Ada, now revived as an undead. Goes in for a swing, plus 7. Natural 20.
What
Goodness, what
is
is
the-
I also forgot to double the damage for Dust. So I'm going to do the lowest one I did,
I swear,
which was 13. So Dust get another 13 points of damage. Because I forgot that was also a natural 20.
I swear, if Ada goes down even before the turn, that's gonna be very sad.
This knight just goes in for 15 points of damage. Since it was a crit, it is 30.
Oh,
And it goes in for another attack with a plus 7.
Holy cow.
That's a 10.
Oh,
Does not hit.
God.
That it's its turn. At the final end of it, it needs to make a strength save. I believe you said 16 plus a modifier. Easily done. Nikolai.
Okay.
She's turned to stone. Unless someone wants to be petty, you can bring down the wall if you want. Or change the ability.
Yeah. So it's great. So all of those require an action.
True.
Yeah. So that's where I'm kind of in a weird, interesting bind right now. Will you allow, if I change the barrier effect to living matter can't pass through the barrier? Can I have Whisper step, like pass through?
She is completely stone.
You can
Yeah.
like
So she's
push
so
her
she's
out,
not living.
technically.
Well, she's if I change the barrier to that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I'll allow that.
So sweet. Okay, so I activate it, and I press 3 on the thing, so living matter can't pass through the barrier. So I move, and it moves with me. So, well, not Whisper,
Oh,
the barrier.
okay.
Yeah. So now she's out of the barrier. And then I will use, so that was my action. I still have movement, but I'm going to use my bonus action to try to zap the beholder again.
Okay.
So it takes, I need I get a ranged spell attack. Creatures within 30 feet of it's 60 feet of the center. So we'll just roll d20. That is a 15 to hit the beholder.
15. I believe you need a 15.
Yay! Okay, now 5d6 lightning damage. And I'm going to use 1 sorcery point to re-roll 3 of those. So, The 1, the 3, and the 2. So,
Makes sense.
boop. Yeah, it's a lot better. So,
So 12 plus 14, that is 26.
Yep, 26 lightning damage, doubled.
Is it an area effect or is it like targeted?
On a hit, the target takes
Target, got it.
target. Yeah, it's
Just
target.
wanted to make sure if the knights had to also take damage. Because your spell isn't, living matter, it just shoots through, hitting the beholder. The beholder has been bloodied thanks to your companions and yourself. It is not looking great, but it is still alive.
Wow. Even with the hex?
Did you do hex damage? I don't see the hex damage.
The hex from lightning, so it takes double.
Oh, that's right.
It's vulnerable to lightning.
Oh, an additional boost. That's funny. Yeah, it dies. Thankfully enough, reducing that damage and using the hex. Thank you for reminding me. It just
that
straight
knight
up
there
hits
is
the
kind
ground.
of blocking it.
Yeah. That is my
Sweet.
bad. Because I saw the ones for the spine double, but not for the beholder. Yeah.
And
causing it to go
then-
down.
Then are these guys living matter? I'm guessing they are.
Not technically.
They're undead.
Okay, well, I'm gonna 5. That's 15. I'm gonna move up to here. So so that area of effect is with me, and that's gonna be my turn.
Okay. Yeah, they're technically what Ada used to be, and I
Yeah.
did allow it last time, so it would make sense if they could go through. But they have to get to use the thing.
Yes.
Hopefully it's not dumb. She was a spellcaster among spellcasters, so she knows what you did, Nikolai. Whether or not
Oh.
she goes towards you is a different story. But this woman's petty.
Yeah.
Looking towards the rest of the group and you. I am getting so tired of her friends. Let's just get rid of all of you. She begins to cast a spell into the ground. Looks like a spell. Blah, blah, blah. You can use counter.
I can.
If you want. Although, no, wait, it's past your turn. So, yeah, you have your reaction again.
Yeah, I do.
Just making sure. Technically, you couldn't because of things she has, but it kind of feels dumb that you can't, so I'm allowing it.
I mean, because I don't want to hurt my case, so I'm gonna cast counterspell.
Okay.
So I'm
standard?
casting counterspell at 4th level.
It does not work. Go ahead and roll d20 plus your spell modifier.
Do you add extra, or is it just the spell level, and then you add 10? The DC equals 10 plus the spell's level. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So, ability check using your spell casting ability, which should be +4. Okay, well that's Did I use Tide? I used Tides of Chaos already. Yeah, I did.
You did.
Yeah.
You all feel the ground rippling underneath you. It causes a stir and a commotion. I want Dust, Whisper, auto fails, Night, Ada, Night, and Undead Knight, Red Crimson Mare, to all go ahead and roll strength saving throws. Nikolai technically as well.
Oh, I have to roll a save. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, you guys go to.
As the ground underneath you begins to break apart and causes it to more or less an earthquake. An earthquake is happening.
Okay.
Ada auto succeeds.
Very nice.
But that is a fail for Dust and Nikolai.
Oh.
Her spell save DC is so high that I wasn't even going to bother trying to do
So
long.
Red
many nat
fails.
20s.
Night fail, night fail, night fail.
Oh my god.
Beholder fail. Spine Devil
Well,
also
Beholder's
technically has to
dead.
roll. Oh yeah, that's true. Spine Devil would have succeeded, but since technically the 10 would have been his, Spine Devil also fails.
Poor
Sorry,
guy.
Ada. I know the intentions.
Man.
Suddenly, a radius of 100 feet around begins to
Oh,
encapsulate
no.
the area. People begin to feel a stirring and a commotion, and I want everyone to go ahead and roll dex saves as rocks begin to more or less concave around you. Ada,
Dex
you
save? This will be
succeeded,
slow.
Okay.
so you just
This will be
jumped
slow.
into the air, so you don't have to make the save, but this is more or less
I got
reducing
no.
damage.
Oh,
others.
Eight is good.
Hey, I'm fine.
She should be fine, hopefully.
I'm bloodied.
Yeah.
But
Uh,
fine.
If there's any way, Dust, you can improve that, I would suggest it. Because you're not failing by much. I don't know about you, if you can re-roll that, Nikolai.
No, not even close.
Okay.
I have nothing.
One use of luck left. So
I mean, that's gonna. You have to keep the reroll, so it's
Did I
up.
do a reaction spell and cast Bless?
Is that a reaction?
Is that a reaction?
I don't think bless is a reaction.
I don't
I
believe
think
so.
it is. No, it's an action.
Yeah,
It was right there.
kind of sucks. But I think it is what it is at this point.
I used my feline agility to give me a bonus.
I like the idea. Roll a d4,
Interesting.
but it does use it up for this turn.
That's perfectly okay. $22.
DC to beat was 20. Okay.
I lucked out.
Immediately, the area begins to crumble underneath you, and rocks begin to pin you down. That was the main reason you had to roll high. Because you failed the first time, you do take the damage, but you don't sustain the rest of the effects. Everyone minus Ada, because natural 20, I'm just going to give the rest to you, does take a total of... let's see here. 50 points of bludgeoning damage as rocks just hit you from side to side. Ada, since you succeeded, you're fine. You're in the air as you do so. Dust, you maneuver yourself before going unconscious onto a rock that lands on top. As Nikolai, you then get hit by a rock and are pinned down, causing you to go 1d10 times 10 feet deep into the earth.
Wait. Excuse me?
Yeah.
I can't fly?
This is the save you had to beat.
Oh, okay.
And you're also technically in that cube now.
Oh, yeah. So, wait,
Wait,
I
is-
took how much damage?
50.
Is Dust
Okay,
down?
so...
Dust is down,
Yeah, I am down.
but he's not
Dude.
buried.
Okay.
Great.
Ada, you have something to remedy that, you know. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
That is
where
51.
am I?
You're still where you're at, but you are technically 51 times 10, 110 feet deep. Just straight down.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay. Interesting.
It is not good.
No.
And on your turns, you can make a athletics strength check to dig your way
am I
out.
restrained? I'm restrained.
You are technically restrained, but you can move yourself up. Once it becomes your turn.
Okay.
But you need to dig your way out.
Yeah.
That is her turn. That's the entire point. She has lost her only and last 8th level spell. And the Spine Devil's just dead. I'm sorry, Ada.
Dang.
The guy only had 32 health left.
Fair enough. Okay. Sucks though. I wasted a turn.
Whisper's body is also buried, by the way. But she's not dead, per se. Thankfully enough, she's stone.
Yeah.
But you technically can't die?
Well, she can be
I
broken.
mean, I guess she can be broken. Yeah.
But you'd have to like put her back together and then fix that. So, better than being crushed. Sorry, Nikolai. Dust, at the start of your turn, go ahead and roll a death save.
It's my turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. $19.
That's a pass.
That was close.
Okay. At the start of your turn, you feel a commotion as you are almost nearly put unconscious. You are retaining your intellect, your strength, but your body is not adjusting properly, but you are still up. You do see the fighting and Ada looking around to see if you're all okay, but you are not okay. Ada, what do you do?
Okay. Alright. First, I want to do the bonus action of Mass Healing Word on. I guess I would do one as myself, for myself, one for Nikolai, and one for Dust.
What'd you say?
Nikolai is too far deep.
Yeah, you can't use that. I think. What are you trying to do?
Mass Healing Word, which is a bonus action.
Nikolai is very deep in the earth.
Yes, I
How
will be
far
able to-
Yeah, I
Here.
mean,
is this spell?
Yeah.
Rethink. Never mind. I can't tell you what to do.
Yeah,
You got it.
I
but-
know. I'm probably
Think it through, Ada. You got this.
trying to think it through.
The
I was
knights
gonna do-
are dead, by the way. They've been buried.
Yeah.
Oh, never
I'm
mind.
aware of
That's
that.
fine.
Yeah,
Other
okay.
than red,
Well,
the knights have perished again.
So this is Ophelia Ada, like, so maybe that's, yeah, that seems like that might be the play, but I mean it's only targeting one creature, so it's up to you.
The only enemies remaining technically are Ophelia and the Crimson Mare.
Oh wait, they're alive. They're
The
alive.
Natural 20.
I thought you only
Dude,
brought back
okay.
4 of the knights.
Everybody
yeah,
except
it was
one.
Okay,
her,
everyone
3
except-
of the standard knights, and then I found a 5th one underneath the beholder, and I kept them dead.
All right. Okay. Okay, so let me. I'm still going. I could, if I do that spell, I would be able to stabilize Dust, but he could still be damaged, right?
No,
Or
I
is
get
he
help.
also buried? He's also what?
No, I am not buried. I am not buried.
Yeah, he
Okay.
passed the dex save, so he's not buried. He's on the surface, like on crumbled rocks by a few dead bodies, but, not buried, which is the main point.
Okay, I'm gonna then do Mass Healing Word on both me and Dust. So that'll be. Just make sure I have it on the right area. Okay. Here we go. It's only 5, but it's better than nothing.
It's better than 0.
Better than 0.
Dust, you feel a surge of energy wash over your body, causing your consciousness to reconnect itself to your main form. It is not great. Your body is very hurt, but you're conscious again to the full extent.
Okay. And then I went to cast Channel Divinity, the Turn Undead Channel Divinity.
Yes, and I
I'm-
do believe that is just an
That's
effect
an-
you can do. I don't know how many times a day now, but you can do it.
I can do it
Twice.
twice. Yes.
But she can do Channel Divinity Undead, or she can do Channel Divinity healing
Right.
ability, which you could heal if you wanted
could
to. You could
I
heal
could-
yourself, and you could heal Dust as another option.
But I
Up
already.
to what?
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Up to 55 hit points split between you.
Okay.
So
But I already used my bonus action. I believe both Channel Divinities are in action, and I can't really
Mhm.
take that back now, can I?
you can, you can pick which one you want to use. So it's up to you.
Mhm. Oh god. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna use the preserve life then. On both Dust and Ada.
Okay.
Yep. I know it's probably the worst decision I'm going to make through this entire battle, but
There is
Yeah.
only one undead, and all
Mhm.
other bodies have been actually taken deep underground.
okay.
Yeah,
Oh right. Alright. It's 5% my so
Like, literally at this point, there's only 4 individuals above ground and four bodies, whether living or dead. So
we're level 11, right?
Yes.
And so that'd be 55 hit points that I could split evenly between the two of us. So that would be. We'll pull out a calculator because I can't do that kind of math in my head.
you can do your math however you wish.
Alright. Alright, we each get 27.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. And Nikolai, your tornado spell isn't not concentration.
it is Constitution. Yes.
You're gonna have to roll for that. You're gonna have to beat a 25.
25. Yes, indeed. Let me see if I can do that. Let me click on my character because I exited the page on accident. Okay. Constitution bonus. Boop. What'd we get? Natural 20, my guy.
Yeah, still up.
I'm Constitution. I'm concentration. Yeah. I am concentration.
Good job.
Probably doesn't matter as much, but because I
Yeah.
can't really target anything
Just
Yeah.
wanted to
because I
make
can't
sure.
see it. Can't really see anything, so
Yeah.
I'd
Yeah.
rather use the
Ada healing the rest of the group that is still visibly there and not, frozen or
on the ground.
dissipated. Thankfully enough, better than 0. Anything else? You do have movement, but you potentially risk Ophelia hitting you.
Alright, I'm gonna stay where I am then.
Okay.
Okay.
The only undead here is, well, true, just one undead, is also someone highly important. They do rush over towards you, since you're the closest enemy in the area. And unfortunately, she is way better than her knights. 18 and 18 is your AC, so it does hit.
Yep.
That is 2d12 plus 7. 21 points of damage just strike into you as her blade just guts in heavily. She has 2 standard attacks, which she can do. 4 plus 14, that is 18 again. I really hope I roll low. That's 20. You're down to 1.
Yeah, no, you're gonna
Oh.
kill her.
Oh my god.
Smashing in at 1 HP left. That is her. Thankfully enough, she's an undead, so she can't really tap into her magical abilities. So,
stay used.
Oh my god. I was like, I swear, if he gets a nat 20 on any of these, it's not gonna work out in the end. Please don't. And you get a 20 anyways. Okay. Alright.
Thankfully enough, you're not down.
Not yet.
But yeah, she hits hard.
God, yeah.
So okay.
You're very deep underground, 508, 13
Wait,
feet
what?
away.
How far?
It was 10d10 times 10. And I believe I rolled
500?
51. Yeah, 510.
Okay, that's far. Yeah, that's yeah. Okay.
You can use an athletics / I don't know if your strength check is better. to dig out and try to go up, or spells.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I want to ask you a question.
Yes.
So I'm trying to think of a creature here. Would you allow me to turn into... Well, because it's like the speed of that is not very fast. That's the problem. I mean, it's kind of fast. Can I turn into a dread centipede?
I would allow that, but at the exact same time, you do still have the cube running.
Yes. Okay, so I'll push. Okay, how about this? Well, I'll take an action and push the button to deactivate the cube as my action.
Okay.
That's my action. And then I will go in and I'm going to use... So I'm going to use my Meta Magic Quicken spell, and I will quicken a polymorph.
Okay. As you cast polymorph, go ahead and roll on the wild magic table. Normally we would roll to see if it procced, but we forgot to proc, so I'm just having it activate.
69.
These last two times. I closed that.
69.
69.
Well, that doesn't matter. Wait.
I think it just says nice, from what I remember.
Nice. No. Does that include me?
Oh.
You and 30 people around, 30 feet around you become invisible. Yeah, it says you.
Sweet. Okay, so I'm an invisible dread centipede. Sweet. So I will send you the link to that. Boop.
Thank you.
And then I spend my 40-foot movement to start climbing.
You've already used your action, so you can only go 40 feet. So now you're 460 feet away. Sorry.
Yep.
70 feet away.
Yep.
It was 510.
So I'm just gonna start climbing, and then hope they can last, because I can't really go super fast.
Okay.
But this thing is gone.
Okay. Come on. Swimming away, Ophelia does take her turn. This woman is petty, but at the exact same time wants people to hurt. Unfortunately, she is a very bad person. She does step away from Ada, giving Ada an attack of opportunity if she decides to take it.
Yep, so that's... Get attacked with my longsword, right? That was still kind of an attack.
Yep. Yeah, you're Holy Avenger.
Holy Avenger. I don't know why I continue to call it a longsword.
It's a Holy Avenger.
Holy Avenger. Okay. Please. Did it? Okay, went through. What?
21 just hits.
Okay, so it's 18 damage, I believe.
18 and 11 if she is an undead or fiend creature. Smashing into her, you do the 18 points of damage, and then the radiant light shines around and guts her even more. Because she's being affected by a fiend-like creature. So I'm allowing it to proc through.
Okay.
Because it makes sense. Slashing through, she is not dead, but she is hurt. She has been bloodied yet, because main forces you've been dealing with. But, has been dealt damage by, especially with Whisper. Unfortunately.
I thought Whisper had bloodied her.
Yeah. bloodying her, so, she hasn't been unhurt. But she's still raring to go. Looking towards you and then looking towards Dust, and can't really look towards Nikolai because, underground. I did ask if you would surrender or join my side. You chose neither.
I think he only asked me that.
Fine then. I'll humor you. And then she turns around towards both of you, having the blade out towards Whisper.
Whisper's buried.
Yeah.
Having the blade drawn towards Whisper, but she technically isn't on the surface. Choice is yours. You can surrender. I bring you unconscious and you all survive. Or you can keep struggling. And the people that are buried, including the statue, die.
Ada, we're gonna have to do it.
I really thought you were going to argue about that. I mean, we don't have a choice, do we?
You always have a choice. It is yours to make. But I could always just kill you. Looks towards Ada, specifically.
Ada just looks awful, but she looks at Dust. Well,
And I'll give you a hint. I have used my strongest spell, but I still have other spells. And you've been with my sister. I'm pretty sure you know what I'm capable of. You both can roll insight to see if she's telling the truth. Or if you're trying to insight something about her. And I'll give you advantage because you know how Whisper acts. Not Whisper, sorry. How Opal acts. So it would be a good way of gauging siblings. So 19 and 23. You do believe she's telling the truth, but you don't know why. For Ada, she has been directing her main focus towards you for some reason. There is something about you that has caught her interest. You're not really sure what it is, but it is something that she has been told to keep an eye out for. You're not sure by who, but she has been keeping an eye on you while fighting, but she has never brought you down like Dust. And Dust, you can read that she has been looking towards Ada for some time, but ultimately she has caused all of you damage. She is not bluffing. She will kill you if need be, but she has shown you not mercy, just it might benefit her if you're kept alive for now. And self-interest is a very good motivator for someone.
So, above game.
Mm-hmm. I'm assuming.
Above game, Ada, no.
No, it's not.
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about this scenario. It's very much. It's going to have to be. We did quite a number. Mm-hmm. But the moment that she took out half the party with a kind of banishment spell,
we were screwed.
Yeah, we were essentially screwed.
All right.
What kind of range does my can I telepathically say anything to them, or am I way too far?
Did he hear anything?
I don't know. I can't hear anything, but I want to try to send him a message.
Technically, you're too far, but I'm going to say for narrative purposes, you're all tethered together.
I'm going to say, Dust, do what you can. I'm on the way. I have a plan. Stay alive. That's all I say.
I just go look at Dust. She knows she probably can't go on very much longer, especially since Whisper and the others are still in unknown danger for all she knows.
About how much?
I'll tell Ada that I'm doing okay.
about how much of that 1 minute has been used up? Or for how many rounds has it been since they've been banished?
It has been a few, but not a minute. You would need, from what I remember, 4 more rounds.
Mm.
Yeah, that's way too long in hopes.
Well, I mean,
So-
yeah, turn rounds, yeah, that's a lot of time.
Okay.
But if you can stall, that is big. If you're able to stall,
Just
You
talk
know
with-
how not Whisper, I keep looking at her token, how Opal acts. So if you believe this woman is similar to her, it is up to you to do what you do.
He's gonna look at Dust. Dust's the leader after all.
Preserve life. I'm gonna say surrender.
that's just to the Ada.
Like I'm saying above game, like
Oh, no, I mean,
So
Nikolai has no idea what's going on.
Like yeah, no, what? But it's like it's either we surrender.
heck breaks loose. And if we don't, there's most likely a chance we die. Sorry, I kind of interrupted you. Go ahead and say
Yeah,
what
no,
you're
no,
gonna say. But I mean,
It's fine. It's like if we surrender, we live to fight another day.
mhm.
I'm not in this conversation.
Yeah, no.
Between just
And
Nikolai
but
being
if
under.
like I'm gonna say we are not gonna join forces with her.
She
So we
didn't
should
ask you
stand
to.
down?
Okay,
just
Dust,
tone
I
it
think you should
down?
play this out. Like, talk it out with her. See what she's saying. Like, just hit, like, we need to. This is a good D&D moment.
Okay.
Alright,
In
wait.
action game.
Oh god.
What will happen if we surrender?
I'll cast a sleep spell on you. Make sure your bodies are healed up, and bring you to one of our bases. And I'll bring along your ragtag team as well, making sure you at least know you're all together. And this does include the ones that are currently missing right now.
And what would be done to us within that base?
Information gathering. Nothing dead, at the very least. You won't die. I'll make sure of that. But don't misconstrue my words with an idle threat. I don't care for harm so long as people listen. Besides, she then actively looks towards Ada. One of my higher-ups would be interested in you arriving there.
That's gonna take a moment to realize. You won't do anything to anyone, right?
No.
You're not gonna change them anyway. You're not gonna hurt my friends any more than right now.
I'm in the
None of it
confines of the power of a fiend. I have to be truthful with my words. Contracts for them are binding.
Very well.
Is
Ada
this...
We
Is that
surrender.
Oh, sorry.
It was
We're-
put away.
Hmm.
And kind of at that, I will answer to Nikolai.
Sorry.
We are surrendering. It is too difficult to move forward at this point in time. Better to preserve our lives than to die
I can save. I can get there. Dust, what happened to like telling her what you want her to hear? Just why can't you just buy me time? Do something. But
You
don't
know,
surrender.
You're just gonna message Nikolai. I'm sorry.
It's
I know
like,
you're frustrated.
you know, Opal. It will be too difficult for us to hold on.
If I can get
5 seconds.
Okay,
And like she does the whole supervillain evil counting down from her hands.
no,
how fast can I climb if I'm climbing up there? How long will it take me?
It'll take you far longer than 5 seconds.
Well, I know, but like, I don't know. I'm just trying to climb. Like, so like.
It would take you 3 rounds.
Okay.
I was gonna say,
So,
can Nikolai
like-
misstep up there?
So,
but I don't
like,
think so.
it's very much like this is all of taking just a couple of seconds.
Yeah.
Can I tell you my plan and see and I just
Yeah,
I don't
that's
want to
the
give
thing.
up until I've like Nikolai doesn't know the situation.
1,
Like
2,
he doesn't.
3, 4,
No,
5.
us is going to surrender.
5 rounds, sorry.
Let's just,
5 rounds.
5?
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, because 40 feet of movement, action, and then movement is
Dash.
80. So at the very least,
Yeah.
5 rounds.
Yeah.
so like there is no way that Ada and Dust can hold on for that long, and she is going to like if we don't surrender right now, Whisper is definitely going to die. And Ada and Dust will both die before you make it back. And so Dust is like, very well, we'll surrender.
Excellent.
Like I said, Ada puts the sword away.
She brings her sword back into the hilt and is casting the sleep spell. Unless you're actively trying to resist it, which in that case, roll a con save. Or was it a wisdom?
I believe it's wisdom.
Yeah, wisdom, sorry.
Yeah,
I was just looking at it too. Unless you're actually trying to resist, which means aka lying, you would be put to sleep.
What would happen to Nikolai?
Nikolai, she can't target you.
Okay.
Nikolai just slugging himself out there.
I'm climbing up and I'm getting there as fast as I can.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Dust, do you resist?
I am not going to be resisting because if I resist, that's a potential loss of a life. So
Okay. The sleep spell and cast and whatever is currently happening, no one is actually aware. Immediately, roughly a good rounds afterwards, Nikolai, you pop out of the ground.
Wait, no.
No?
I am not popping out of the ground like that. No, I'm gonna wait. So I'm go. So I have so since I chose the dread centipede for a reason, it has a blind, sorry, excuse me. It has blind sight 120 feet. So I can sense exactly where they are. So I want.
As you begin to enter into the area, not popping out yet, you do sense roughly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people near the area you saw the enemies at.
Okay. So we gave up. At least they did. And so I'm guessing if I do anything, she's gonna act, right?
You don't know. It's why he said you don't know what's happening.
So I would like. So I have a burrow ability. So I want to burrow, and if I can sense her, I want to burrow, and then attempt to rise up out of the ground, and then basically envelop Ophelia.
You are going to have to be lucky because there are 9 individuals around where you last saw her. You don't have pinpoint accuracy since you're coming up from the ground.
So that is like a very risky kind of thing, right?
Yeah. Not
Considering
impossible.
that-
But you don't know like where she's moved at this point, why there are so many new individuals around.
And I'll I'm gonna burrow to like 30 feet of the surface and see what I can see, like perceive things that are going on.
Okay, burrowing up 30 feet of the surface, perceiving would cost a bonus action.
Okay.
Okay, using a bonus action, you are feeling a sensation around you. Because you use your bonus action, I'm just going to give it to you. You can tell that there are 2 individuals like moving. One is more or less like moving side to side, but you still feel that. Usually an shambling undead is that type of movement, so you know that that's the undead. However, the other individual is moving from side to side around these new group of people who may or may not be enemies or friends. Like pacing, but not in place.
Gotcha.
You would be risking it, but if you roll just a d20 and get above a 12, you could perhaps hit her. Well, have a chance of, swallowing her up.
Sure. Because yes. This is not, I don't want to risk someone's life. That's the problem.
Yeah, the main issue is that you are a large creature.
Mm-hmm.
So you could target potentially more than one individual. You want to take 5 minutes?
Yeah, I think this is a good break, yeah.
Okay. Me back in 5 minutes. I'll be right back.
Okay, I'm gonna go get a drink and use
Why? Why do you do this to us, Dogma? Why do you do this? Why do you like this?
I'd ask that. Doc, was this a part of your plan? Did you think we were going to do this? Because I feel like this is supposed to happen.
No, I thought you guys were going to continue to fight.
Shoot, okay.
Tried. We definitely tried. I did a horrible decision. My decision was bad. I shouldn't have made a cube of force. That was a horrible decision.
I mean, I also disagree. Listen, it's not just your fault. It's my fault too. I mess up with these spells, and rolls suck. Can't play dice around.
You needed to be more like interface, I believe.
Yeah.
I think, or at least like just there, and then.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say anything, but
yeah, no, I just knew in my brain I fricked that up. So, all right.
Yeah.
I think yeah.
Man, this just
That
sucks.
and the beholder and the bone devil, they had more health than I was expecting. I was thinking that they would have had like less, about a little over half.
Yeah.
But I think with the beholder, he had his full health.
Yeah, I mean, I smacked the beholder and killed it at the end, so that worked out. But
The beholder had a good amount of his health back. The issues were that I rolled to see how healthy and hardy they were, and I rolled well.
Man.
okay.
No, our biggest problem was the fact that we had half our party
Gone.
gone.
Yeah. I genuinely thought you were going to like charger her immediately, having her continue to roll con saves until she failed.
Well, I was too far away because any of my long distance stuff was magic,
Yeah.
and like I have a bow too, relative, but it's like this bone devil's up in my face. So
Very much true. But let me know when you guys are ready.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Maybe I'll go.
I'm ready.
Now.
I can't say it negatively. I'm saying
God.
I'm
That's
ready.
just I'm ready that I ever heard.
Okay.
It's like,
Ready. Yeah.
Nikolai,
what should have happened
yeah.
go ahead.
was I should have called the Crimson Mare before we actually left.
Yeah, true.
So, but
Hold on, yeah.
that's a mistake that we made. So,
Mhm.
okay.
Okay, Nikolai, as you almost reach the surface, you are around 30 feet where you do sense movement.
Yep.
Swaying of an undead and pacing of someone that is waiting for someone. There is a chance to potentially target her, but it is very, very close to your allies or other enemies. You're not entirely sure. What is it that you do?
Pacing, she says. Right? You said?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I want to. So she said that how many people can I sense that are moving around?
2, but you sense the more or less breathing movements of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9.
9 breathing?
Technically 8.
I'm confused.
I'm telling you, there's 8 living beings on the surface and 1 undead.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Because they interesting. Okay, because they reappeared. So there'd be okay. So the one that's pacing, I want to can I sense that area? I'm gonna take a little bit longer and kind of like go a little bit like slink over to one side, like to one area, and kind of like go to the edge of the ground, so I like stir up some ground and then slink back down, and then sense what that person does.
So repeat what you're saying. What are you gonna do?
So basically, I'm gonna. Can you see my arrow if I
Yes.
draw? Okay, so I'm like 30 feet on the ground. I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna like when I get to here, I'm gonna like go to the surface. So like you can't see me, but like you can see the dirt move up here, and then I'll like then burrow back down and then come back, go underground again.
As you're trying to turn.
Yes.
Okay, because that's going to take more than 40 movement. Okay. You begin to emerge more or less with the earth, but not fully, causing movement to come in about and around. You begin to do so again, and you do feel the pitter-pattering movement of someone visibly knowing where you are. Let's see here. And you have tremor sense, correct?
Tremor sense?
You might not have that.
I have blind sight, which
Blind
I don't
sight.
know what's the difference.
More or less, you can feel the vibrations around you. And in which case, if you have blind sight, I don't think you could actually see or feel the people on the surface.
Creatures without eyes, such as Grimlocks, can typically have special senses, as do creatures with echolocations. Oh.
Yeah, so you'd be echolocating, which means that you would have to be already in the open air.
Okay.
Tremor sense is the thing I thought you had.
Yeah.
Well, I guess not. I didn't know that was a thing. I guess that's what I was trying to do. Can I try to do that when I come up to the surface or not? Or would I have to poke my head out?
Yeah, I'm going to say you do that. When you do so, you do hear the voice when you are close but not, fully visible so she can attack, or anyone else that's up there. You do hear a voice. It is her condescending voice. Oh, turn into something. If you don't hurry up and get up here, I might have to kill someone that's sleeping.
And then I try to pinpoint where that voice came from, and then I'm going to burrow and then know exactly where that came from and use her location from the voice and also from like her pattern that she used, and then come right up from where she was, burrow, and then strike right where she was, or from that voice and her pacing.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your attack, and I'll give you advantage, but she does have a held action.
Gotcha. So, I just roll d20 and I add 9. First one is a 16. Second one's a 7. So that is
16 plus your modifier does hit.
So that's a 25. Holy cow, this is going to be a decent amount. So, on a hit, the target takes 10d4 plus 6 damage of piercing damage.
Okay.
And then 8d6 poison damage. Where is that? Advanced. Roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. D6 roll. And then 41 poison damage. Oh, sorry. I added too many.
Cool, she can be affected by poison. That's good to know.
You mean to re-roll those? Or just take out that 2 and an 8 at the bottom. So 31 damage.
31 and it's non-magical
22.
slashing, so that is 11. So okay.
And she needs to make a Constitution saving throw of 16.
Okay, and this is non-magical, so she doesn't have advantage on this. That's a natural one.
So she is in shock, which is an interesting ability that I didn't know. So basically, she can't take actions or reactions. Bonus actions or reactions.
Okay, unfortunately, she did have a held action. So while you bring her in, basically biting into her heavily, she grabs onto Vol and just spikes her blade straight through and through. Before she can say anything else, she is basically hit by your stunning effect for her turn. Or is it a entire round while poison?
It's until the end of her next turn. Until the end of her turn.
Okay, cool. Her turn hasn't started, so that is your turn. And it is her turn. Her turn ends, so she is no longer restrained, and you're right around here, large creature.
Yep.
And Vol is pinned through her blade, and you can see that. And the undead does have a blade straight towards Ada. Ophelia, now conscious, but it is now undead's turn, does state towards you. I always hate the annoying ones. That hurt, by the way. And I can cause more pain towards your team. Now, I promised them they wouldn't die. But if it's someone in the group that has broken the word of the group, then I am sticking by the guidelines. So I'll ask you, Mr. Hero. Do you really want to do this? She does look heavily hurt. She is not doing good.
Mm-hmm.
You can go ahead and roll insight if you want.
Sweet. 17.
She is not bluffing. She will kill anyone before she goes down. But she, at the exact same time, is stating this on her last legs. Mm-hmm. If you want to risk it, you're more than welcome to. But it is the enemy go, and the rest of your team is down. By all accounts, they can just straight up die on this round. At the very least, 3 of them.
How bad does she look?
She did take a health potion, so not terribly down.
She took a health potion as what?
It was various several turns that you had to get up there.
Oh,
she had time of a potion.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. It wasn't a massive potion, but it was a potion. So she's not, one more hit and she's dead, but, 2 standard hits and she's down. But that is 2 hits.
Gotcha.
You can risk it, but that is risking.
I know.
She's waiting for a response.
I can't say anything, can I?
You can dispel your thing as a response.
She only has an action, right?
The zombie, yes, but that's metagaming.
Yeah. They have 2 attacks. And
so the zombie. So she's waiting for that. Gotcha.
And these are critical attacks. All attacks are critical.
Yeah.
And so
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna.
So just kind of saying, an attack. So we all have health.
Yeah.
The first attack will be a critical. Which
it's gonna wake you up though.
It's
If
gonna
they
wake
don't
you
immediately
up.
go to 0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just kind of metagaming.
Yeah, go for
It
it.
is at 1. So the first attack would just bring her to 0. The second attack would instantly give her 2 death saving throws.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So she's what's her face? She's poised to attack right now.
She is poised to attack. And because she's undead, she can't use her magic, but I never said anything about her skills as a fighter.
Man, this is really
How
hard.
much time do I have?
5 in-game seconds.
I love the tension, isn't it? It's great.
Love that good tension.
Tick-tock.
Well.
I'll put it simple. Turn back into your form. I cast sleep on you. and we all go our merry way to a nice little mansion a little bit north of here. You'll all survive. Or you can be the reason why so many of your team dies.
So that's my only choice right now. I have to either revert or I can go back in the ground and she attacks, right?
Technically, you're above the surface because you had to attack.
Yeah.
Technically, it would have been your next turn, but whatever.
So who's
Yeah. So
Yeah.
essentially, right now it is the Crimson Mare's, the undead Crimson Mare's turn. And Ophelia is essentially holding the Crimson Mare's turn based off of what your decision is, and they're essentially forcing you to make a decision, whether use your reaction and cancel the polymorph or not. That's what they're forcing you to make the decision of.
And she's aiming at who?
Ada,
she is
currently.
aiming at Ada.
Okay.
I will
Nikolai.
state that I did roll for these things. I didn't just say, hey, you guys lose. NPCs rolled a 2,
So-
she rolled an 8. To persuade everyone, she rolled a 17 and they got a 15. So,
So I
Yeah.
would like. Okay. So yeah. Wait, how long has it been?
3 seconds.
Has it? No, I mean like since it hasn't been. It's been less than a minute, right?
For what?
And since this whole time, since the fight.
It's been just a little bit more than a minute.
Do I still have the fire ability?
Like, up?
Like the thing from the Wild Magic, like the fire ability.
How long did that last?
It lasted a minute. From
Yeah.
that time that from that.
Oh.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think you have like 2 turns with it left.
So I'm gonna depolymorph. Right here.
Okay.
And then I'll say to her, hey, I'm not trying to hurt anybody. Can I look at Whisper?
Statue.
Can I examine her? Because I want to know if she's going to be okay.
Are you asking her or are you asking me?
I'm asking her.
You can take a look at her, but just a look.
Just a look? She looks like she's stone. I want to look at her and see if she's going to be all right. And I step over towards her.
You do see that the Crimson Mare has a blade drawn closer towards Ada's neck. Hasn't pierced through the skin, but has it close to the neck. This isn't negotiation. This is you listen, or you're the cause they all die. Again, very evil woman.
Okay. Can I do anything, or I'm just it's not my turn.
It's not your turn, but the Crimson Mare is holding her action in case you do something until it reaches Ophelia's turn. Unfortunately, Vol is making death saves now. But everyone else is unconscious. Passes. Nikolai.
Okay.
One false step, hero. One false step.
She's holding her action, you say?
Yeah, in a way.
So bad.
I'm not gonna say anything, but dang, I really hate this tension right now. It's so much.
The tension is caused by Jordan.
It's not. It's like it's so great. Oh man.
Good luck. Good luck. That's all I can say.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Okay.
Gonna make it more sad. There we go.
I can't think like this. This is so bad. Oh my gosh. Ada's sword isn't out, right? No, it's
No.
sheath.
They're all more or less tied up, unconscious.
Can't deal with this. So bad.
Ada has been technically medically taken care of, so she doesn't die, and anyone else, so they're not bleeding out. They are true to their word, but you, by extension of group, aren't. So she's giving you one last chance. Because loopholes.
Okay, so I'm just I don't want Nikolai to go throughout this whole thing feeling like he lost, because that's the worst thing. That's worse than like that feels like it's worse than dying currently, but he doesn't want his friends to die. And so I think that he would feel like if he would have taken the option, he probably would have just he on polymorph, so that gave him more time. But right now, Vol is making death saves?
Yeah.
Okay. He's gonna say, let me walk over to Vol. She
No.
looks very bad. She's going to die.
And I will heal her. Again. Champion. This isn't negotiation.
What makes me trust you?
You really have another choice. I suppose you do. But that is a gamble. And are you willing to gamble your life? No. Their lives. I will state I am bound by my word. And you can roll insight if you want to see if that's true or not.
I feel like it's true. And if so you promise that if I concede, everyone here walks away.
Everyone here will survive another day. Walk away. That's entirely up to you when you wake up again.
Fine.
Very well. Do you end your turn? If you said something, I didn't hear you.
No, I'm thinking.
Okay.
How mad would how Opal wanted this lady to die, didn't she? Well, Can I do something? I can't. Like, I'm holding this tension. Like, it's so easy. So it's so hard to like bear the weight.
I went with violin music. But yes, Ada is correct. Opal has had it with her and wants her to die. First, she thought getting rid of her magic was enough, but clearly it wasn't enough.
You know, I've lost so many things, so many people, so many friends, so many so many evil, you would say, people try to take them away. So what's the big goal here? What's your play?
My
For the
play's
end
already
of
been
this.
fulfilled. I'm just
Bye.
riding along through things.
So you're saying this is the end?
No,
This is your chapter?
no. The thing I needed to do for these little group have already been fulfilled. I am just proceeding with the plan that they have ventured, moving step by step, acquiring the strength of the next towns. Already acquired them, by the way. A few people in that town north of us were very interested in gaining more power and reputation. Plenty of
Well, I don't know. What is she doing? Like, how is she like looking at me?
She is waiting for you, or more or less out of game, waiting for your turn to end. In game, waiting for your response of surrender.
Well, it's good to hear that you have some sense of integrity, I suppose.
Integrity or not, this world will change. And I'd rather be on top than below it. And it won't be all
Well-
bad if you decide to join us one day. After all, you are someone with compassion. You know, wouldn't it be better to join the side that has all the strength so you can influence it for the better?
I'm gonna say, not in 1,000 years. And that's as soon as I do that, I'm gonna quicken gust, and I'm gonna attempt to use that spell and gust the blade out of her hand. And then as my action, I want
Quickening
Yes.
spell,
it's a bonus action.
verbal, somatic components. Which
I know
means
your mechanics.
as soon as she hears you verbalize a spell, she's just gonna gun into it, and then the sword would be tossed. Potentially. So as you
Okay.
cast Gust, or begin to cast Gust, the blade sinks in as you have not fulfilled the end of the bargain.
And then I want to, as my action, I want to take a cube of immovable objects and try to throw it, or like I want to shove it in her mouth.
You've already cast Gust.
No, that was my bonus action.
Okay, cool. Stabbing straight through Ada, causing her to go down. Stabbing straight through Vol with her second attack.
What? Wait, what
goes
happened to the
straight through.
gust?
The Gust then procs. Has to roll what kind of save? Or did it just happen?
Gust.
You know what? I'm going to say Gust happens before her second attack. So, stab straight through Ada. Ada is now down. Gust will then proc, because it makes more logical sense there. Strength save. Unfortunately, she's very strong. But I've rolled bad before, and I can do it again with saves. 12.
Then dog is it?
Oh.
The blade is shot towards the side, releasing it. Nikolai, then you try to forcefully...
I want to, like, basically, I don't want to hear her anymore. And I'm like, I think you need to be quiet. And then I want to take the cube, that little tiny cube, and just, like, try to, like, attack, like, grab her face, essentially.
That will require an athletics check. Contested.
Okay. Seven.
This is not great, but her athletics isn't the best. So I'll use acrobatics.
Oh my gosh. I hate this. Why did I do this?
Why? Because you don't like being...
Barely, but she does succeed.
Why? Because you don't like being on the bottom.
Yeah.
She forces it away from her mouth because, you know, she doesn't want that to happen. That is your action. That's your bonus action movement.
Nikolai just falls to the ground.
She does look towards you. And as a villain, above you. I don't much care for people that don't follow the rules when their superiors are saying it to them. But I'm sure these people behind me will get mad if you're not there.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
That's fine. She's just evil monologuing.
Mm-hmm.
So congratulations. I'll give you pity. But it's not gonna happen again. After all, you are so far beneath me.
I do not make death saves, do I? I know I'm ruminating the moment, but do I?
Not yet.
No.
Not yet.
She grabs onto Nikolai and she is casting a spell known as Sleep. It's a high-level cast, so she can put you down even at 64. If Nikolai, you resist, she will do much worse than put you to sleep. But you can try to resist, which will require a wisdom saving throw.
He would obviously he would resist.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
$19.
Not enough for her save, which was 20. I made mention it a while ago, but you are down. And the next time you guys wake up, it is not here. It is in a mansion. Who knows where? But one of you does know where it is. But more on that as soon as they move you there.
Is it hopeful? Because it's the only one that makes sense.
It's not.
Oh, no.
As you all more or less awaken inside the area of what appears to be scroll after scroll, book after book, when you all wake up, Whisper is being cast a spell on to, you know, not keep her in a statue form. You all do have what appear to be manacles on you, but without the middle part. Basically, bracelets, I guess. They do have a symbol on them, and thus you know they're enchanted. Because this is basically your thing, you do know that this is anti-magical, which means that you can't cast magic with these things on. And any effects that you're currently under are dissipated.
So, am I still down?
No, you are now awake. They medically treated you.
Okay. But I don't have my hit points back.
Yeah, but you are surrounded by different guards, and Ada, as soon as you wake up, you do see Whisper coming back out of being stone, and you do see your allies changing back, or at least waking up. But you know this booking area. You know that this is where your mother reads, writes notes, and more or less talks at you whenever she needs something. Ophelia does look towards all of you, and she does state, good. You didn't die in transit. That would have been awkward. So, enjoy a good rest, and in the morning, we will get to talking. You're more than welcome to move around in this current area, but I'm afraid you can't really leave this area. Not a threat. Not a threat. Just general advice. I can't exactly guarantee what will happen to you. Understood?
Nikolai stands up. And then he gives Whisper a hug. And then he's gonna move over here. And then he's just gonna sit down in the corner.
Good. Emotionally broken. Just how I like a man. I'll see you in a few hours. And you can tell that the Crimson Mare has leveled up into a non-standard undead.
It's not gonna say anything. You're just gonna look at the ground.
They eventually turn the corner, and then they do disappear. You can tell that all of you are healed. None of you have died, but from what you can tell, Vol has sustained an injury around where her stomach is. You just didn't see that happen. And technically Vol didn't either. She does state, don't really know what happened here, but I'm glad we're all alive at the very least. But sorry we gave up too. We just didn't want to risk your lives. Grok then states, so what is this place? Highly doubt... Well... No, I don't highly doubt it's hers. She does seem to have an arrogant feel towards her. But it doesn't feel like something from the country of mist, so I think we're still in our borders. We just don't know where we are.
I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. I'm in so much trouble. Holy It is just rambling onto herself.
Opal does catch note of this, and she does look towards you. Why? We're all technically in trouble, but why specifically you?
We're at my parents' house. We're in my mother's study.
Oh, this is very awkward.
Mm-hmm. Worse is apparently they decided to join the bad guys. Great. I'm.
Which means they are traitors.
He's just gonna sit on the ground.
Thankfully enough, you know you are in Janpra. Your younger siblings do study at the capital, so they're not here, so you don't have to worry about their safety, but, you know, your parents are here. And
It is not going to move.
yeah, just making sure you're aware of this.
Mm-hmm.
Grok does state, well, traitors or not, they're still part of Ada's family, so we should probably look into that as well. Nikolai, you mind joining the group?
Nikolai's just like sitting in the corner. He's kind of zones out a little bit. Wait, what'd you say?
Do you mind joining the group while we discuss a few things and rest up? Because we'll likely have to keep a watch while we all rest.
Okay.
Vol then states, right. Well, first things first, if we're near or in your family's estate, that means we're still in the kingdom, so bonus, we're not in any complete enemy territory. Unfortunately, though, we are in a different city, so things have advanced far further than the capital likely expects. So not that great. Does anyone... And she looks towards the guard. Do you mind telling us what date it is? And the guard doesn't respond. Okay, does mind. Does anyone... Can anyone determine the date? How long we've been unconscious? And anyone you can roll history.
Why? Nikolai knows
Why
everything.
that's
He's so
what
into.
everything now?
Why now?
Why now?
It has been almost 2 days since you guys been unconscious. Dust, it feels like at least 24 hours. Ada, you're too concerned with the current environment, so that makes sense.
Yeah. I was ready to see in that one. That was
I'm gonna use those. Let's go.
Give this information to the group. Valda Stain. Okay. So good news, bad news. Good news is backup technically is only a day away. Bad news, we are now in a different area than backup is going, but at least the capital will know the situation at hand. So, you know, looking in the bright side.
There is no bright. What do you mean? What do you mean bright side? We lost. This is what losing is.
And at that, Dust will come up and just smack Nikolai across the face.
You're gonna have to hit me harder than that, Dust.
It is not a loss. A loss is if we all die.
I think that would have been preferable to this.
Opal does state.
I am
Go ahead.
that.
Go ahead. Oh, I guess you were done.
Ada?
Oh yeah, I was just saying Ada agrees with Nikolai.
Okay. Opal does state, I wouldn't. Look, I get it. You guys aren't used to losing. I've lost my entire life up until I turned 16. We just gotta get over it. If we're still alive, we can still do things. She then looks towards the manacles and shows you this. This literally does nothing to me. You're just at my level now. That's not a bad thing. You gotta use your head.
That's the first thing that kind of gives like a faint glimmer of a smile to Nikolai's face. Yeah.
Look, we're alive. That's all that matters. We take this 1 second at a time. I can figure this out. I just need time. Whoever, no offense, Ada, I don't really know your parents. These people are, including the enemies we just faced. I'm sure we can outsmart them in a way. She then looks towards Ada. Is there anyone in your family you think you can trust that we could maybe get into contact with?
Okay, their older siblings aren't anywhere near here, are they?
Your older brother is not. Your sister is further to the south, but there is one sibling that is around. Go ahead and roll history with advantage.
Alright. And now that one comes, oh wow, okay.
What? Why? Why? Why do you game torturous? Why do you do this?
Ah,
Where are these? Why they're coming in now?
This is so delayed and painful. Talk
Yeah.
about plan. You planned this. You planned it.
It'd be weird if I
He's
did.
evil. He's sadistic.
You know one brother that can't, traverse around. He has in the past, but currently can't since his position is in the city. He's one of the town guards here. You know him as Reaper. If you want me to tell you his name, if you don't remember.
Historia. I
Yeah.
remember. Yep. Can I make a roll to see if Ada will calm down a little to say that?
Yeah, go ahead.
What would that be?
That'd be probably a wisdom save.
Wisdom save? Okay. 17.
Yeah. You know you were struggling with your siblings all your life, but there was always a few that showed compassion. Historia was one of them. He always cared, always played along, even with his golden locked eyes. I think that still is a good descriptor. And blue hair. He was always the good-looking one, the charming, charismatic one, but always making sure that you were okay. Some of your siblings were not as kind, but never truly hurtful. But he was the closest one you felt to you.
It is gonna try to muster the courage and look at Opal. My brother Historia. Problem is he's out there in the city. So he's one of the guards.
Okay.
One of the town guards.
Okay. So in the city, that's close enough. Okay. She then looks around to see if her gear is still there, and surprise, surprise, the one person that can't cast magic is the one person that you take their things away from.
They did what?
So they basically took your gear, armor, and stuff away. Basically, any focuses you could use, any blades you can use against them, they've been removed.
They didn't take the book away.
He's not a magical caster. So, as a rude gesture, her sister basically, you didn't know this, but outside the game, I'm just going to play it out. The guards then look towards her. Ma'am, we've taken the armaments and the weapons. What about your sister? Leave her. She can't even cast magic. Basically nothing. Might as well continue to be nothing. And then leaves the room.
Oof.
This
Well,
is
that's
mean.
a positive. That's a positive, though.
Yeah. But
I mean, yeah.
she was looking
Ow.
down on her sister even when unconscious.
So,
This is a very dangerous place. Anyways,
Wait.
she brings out what appears to be a small little egg. And you've seen this beforehand. It is the little tweeting bird that the general has made a while ago and shown you. Okay, I entered near this a while ago. Didn't think I'd need it, but you're the most familiar with your friend. Go ahead and speak the message, and then it'll be sent towards the person you're thinking about.
What do you even want me to say? He probably doesn't think I'm living because I never got a message back from him.
Look, this is our only shot.
Please, Ada. It could have well been he got the message, he just couldn't answer.
You're going. I'm putting my brother in danger to try to get us out of the situation. That's what you want me to do.
Wait. Okay. Real quick. So Dust doesn't have his lamp, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Cool.
Let me check.
Single spell in combat.
Not the
Outside
lamb.
effects.
They would not have considered that a weapon, so no.
Oh,
Nice.
okay.
Wait. Do I still have the
So-
book of angels? I need to make sure.
They would have cast magic to see if it's magical. They took it.
Shoot. Okay.
Huh.
So, I technically have my armament still.
Yeah, technically.
And you also have the.
Yeah.
Don't you have that fun ability, Dust?
What?
You know what I'm talking about, right? Genie in a lamp. Genie in a lamp.
Is that a good idea?
Oh no, I don't. No, this is a different subclass.
Yeah, you do. You have that ability.
What?
No, I do not.
You can.
So
You can pull people into a thing, right?
no, this is a different subclass.
What?
So
What?
So there are two subclasses that incorporate genies. Okay.
Yeah.
There's the official one, which does do that.
And Kobold
Oh.
Fire.
I'm doing a third party.
What does yours do?
I don't have that capability, but it is negating of the elemental damage.
Oh.
Which has saved you guys multiple times.
Yeah.
Like
But-
the biggest problem with that combat was there was no elemental damage whatsoever outside of
Sure.
the damage that we were dealing.
Gotcha. That makes sense. Okay.
That's one
Sorry.
of the reasons why I
continue,
gave you
Ada.
the Radiant Blade.
My bad.
So
It's all good.
like on top of that, I also get Minor Wish, and like later I get some pretty nice features with it, and so like this is kind of how I was wanting to play it. So I cannot bring us into the lamp. So like I wasn't casting any spells. So the only spell that I cast was Hex, and so they wouldn't necessarily know that I'm a spellcaster.
Yeah. Okay.
So, like,
okay. Just thinking
I
of
do-
stuff.
I do have the anti-spell manacles on, so I'm not able to do anything.
Yeah, I get that. Okay. Well, let's
But-
continue this. I'll tweet the bird. I cut that off. bad.
But even then, if I got the manacles off, I could still summon my lamp to me.
Yes. But it's there because I rolled a natural one. Typically, I was rolling above or below 10. Below 10, you still had it. I'll give you one thing. So, Nikolai, if you can think of something.
My staff of cantrips.
I think they would figure out that's magical. But let's find out.
Wait, what? I could,
Yeah, you still have it. They thought it was a stick or
Oh,
something.
sweet! It's just a golden rod.
I'm sure Opal's sister said something sassy and then, put you down.
Yeah.
But Opal
Let him
does,
have his golden stick. He might need it.
Opal does state, look, this is the only chance we have right now. And more than likely, they're going to trust your brother to come in. If he's good or bad, at the very least, they'll know that we're here.
So you just want me to tell him to at least try to help us and never hear.
Yeah. It's not going to make things any worse.
Kind of at the
Oh, God, no.
rockish bottom area, I would think. Maybe
Probably
it
the
could
one
be
is-
worse.
Probably the one who's most in trouble here is going to be me. So,
I mean,
Okay.
you look like we look like we've been in in a war, so it probably could have been worse.
Whisper does state, we could be dead. And dead means we do nothing.
There's a room to do that. Okay. Alright, so Opal, how does this work?
Speak in your mind the message you want to send, 30 words or less. And then it goes towards the mind person that you're thinking of. Thankfully enough, I advanced this one a little bit better, so it's very good at stealthing where it needs to go.
Okay. Just saying, because I'm saying this out of game. I'm a person who talks a lot, so can I type this in the Roll20 chat, or either that or in Discord?
Any way you want it.
30? I don't know. Probably. Okay, so give me a minute. You guys can talk or whatever. Hang on.
Yeah.
Wait,
you're thinking over through the spell, and you do that. Vol does state, okay, we might have help, we might not, but we do need to rest. No offense to any of you, but I may or may not have died. I'm not entirely sure. There's a hole where my stomach is.
Sounds problematic.
I mean, it's scarring over, so, you know.
Yeah.
Just not going to go to the beach this summer.
Okay. Yep. I think I'm gonna lay down. There's a nice chair here. Sit in this chair.
You sit in the chair. It is very not comfortable. It is made out of leather, but it is a type of chair that makes you sit upright, keep you uncomfortable to keep your focus on the individual or person you are looking at. It is definitely some chair that a very manipulative person would put in front of their desk.
What about the chair on the table? What about this chair?
It is very comfortable. You could sit there all day and not have fatigued shoulders.
I'm gonna sit. I'm gonna move to this chair.
Okay.
Excuse me, Dust.
I'm not actually at the table, so.
Okay.
Okay. Dust goes into the corner to do what Nikolai did. No. You guys begin to rest. I'm going to say you guys do take a full long rest. So go ahead and add your spells back, even though you currently can't use them, and your health back.
Personally, I think this is actually a very good time to end the session.
Yeah, I'm just waiting to see what message is being thrown out into the wild.
I'm sorry. This is a great way to end it. Man, this hurts in every way.
So, did they just take our armaments?
They took anything that would be considered potential weapon or focus of magic or things of that note. But if you have like ink, paper, rope, no, they probably would have taken rope. Anything like that, they would probably have left
a robe of useful items.
I already gave you one magical thing. They took it.
Oh man, that one's great. I love that robe.
I hate using word counters. Frick. It's always me in writing. I write too much, and then I realize I'm over the word limit. 1 second. See it up.
It's basically the message spell inside of a bird, just not a magical one.
You know what the saddest thing about this whole entire combat was?
I'm dying to know, Dust. Please tell me.
Please tell us, Dust.
Please tell us.
I was not able to see my work in action.
Oh.
I'm not rolling my eyes.
The blade.
No, not no. It could have been a whole lot better. I'm just.
I mean, things happen. But yeah, once you post it, you post it. But yeah, it's a good enough point. As people begin to rest, and as the bird soars away. Technically, it turns into a worm so it can get out of the room, and then soars away. A message is sent out into the city.
There you go. That is 30 exactly. It's not alive, but it's doing nothing. So, sorry, I interrupted.
It's all good. Thank you for interrupting. The message of Historia. I don't know why you haven't contacted me. I deserve that. But me and my party are stuck in Mother's study. We are in Janpra, and please, we need help. With a message cast out towards a brother that you have been close to as a child, close to as young adults, but then, well, things turned for the worse for you. Became undead. Everyone thought you died. Soon enough, you sent out a message, and you're not even sure if the message was received, or else why would your brother not look for you? He, out of all people, wouldn't believe you have died. So something isn't adding up, at least to Ada. Maybe there's something more, but at the very least, he now knows. There's no way of not knowing. You've sent a direct message. What happens next? Well, like most people, and as Opal and Whisper said, as long as you're alive, you can do something. And we'll see what that something is next time, as we end the session for today.
It's really on a sad note.